Hello everyone. Today I get to ride my bike after a long winter. I parked my bike in September of 2019 and it's May of 2020. So it's been a while. But before doing that, we need to change the oil and oil filter. So to do that, we have a small container, some latex gloves, and a kind of cleaner, or you can use diesel or petrol or even kerosene, whatever is available to you. And then there's a tray to drain the oil, some rags, and here's a genuine Royal Enfield oil filter. And here I have a socket set, but we need 3 sockets in particular. This one is number 8 and this is number 12, and see, okay, and the last one is number 19. So the next thing we need to change the oil is engine oil, and it's right here in the box here. I got it from a company called Fort 9, and they're out of Quebec, Canada. Pretty nice guys. They just send me, probably takes 2 days, maybe 3 once I ordered it, since I'm not that far away from them too. You know, I'm in Toronto and they're Quebec. So here's some packaging material, and that's 3 bottles of a liter each SAE 15W50 JSO MA2 engine oil. To start the oil change, we have to start the motorcycle and warm up the oil here. It's a neutral, and here we go. Okay, now the oil is all warmed up. Let's slide the tray under it to drain the old oil. There are 3 drains we need to open. First one is at the front, and that's the second one you're watching. That's the first one, and then there's one at the back. So to start draining the first one, we'll need number 12 socket. You make sure you're pushing in the right direction before pushing hard, or you will damage the thread of the nut. Just remember, clockwise to the right is tight, counterclockwise to the left is to loosen the nut. Now for the back one, we're using number 19 socket. This bolt, this one's magnetic. It collects all the metal shavings from the engine, and it keeps it out of the way of the moving parts. And then for the middle plug, we are using number 8 socket. See, there are 2 nuts for this one. So my hands are slippery because of the oil. Yeah, this one here, this one's magnetic too. That one there, and then there's a mesh in there, metal mesh. We'll just keep it and clean it, then we'll put it back in. And this one's like collected all the metal shavings from the engine. Now let the oil drain, and meanwhile we clean these nuts and mesh. and that's where the cleaner comes in handy. Or use whatever is easily available to you. Clean them and let them dry. Now next we will again use number 8 socket to remove the oil filter here on the side. Remember to put a rag on the muffler, which I did not put at this point. Just go like little bit by little bit on each one. Just don't open the one like all the way. Here we go, and there's the cap, and this is the first O-ring. Make sure to change the this one too, and this is the filter here. And there we can see the second O-ring. Just use a screwdriver if you have to, just to get it out. And before plugging the holes, you can lightly kick the motorcycle with your ignition off. That will drain like a little bit more oil. If you want to drain it like all the way, just kick it lightly, and then put all the plugs back in. And just don't forget to put this mesh back in before putting the cap on the second hole. We'll just hand tight these as far as we can, and then we'll use the ratchet to make sure that they are tight. Yeah, I'm sorry I messed up here. Camera was facing the wrong way. Okay, so making sure the nuts are tight. This one, and the last one there. So this is the new filter. I got this from India on my last trip. It's easier to get it from there. I've got like 3 or 4 of them. And these are the new O-rings. That's a filter here. And now the small container we saw earlier is going to come handy. We'll just put a filter in there and soak it with the engine oil. I'll just let it sit for a few minutes. Let it soak the oil. To put the first O-ring in, we'll just put the O-ring on the filter like so, and then we'll just put it in there, and then we'll take the filter out just to make sure the O-ring is seated where it's supposed to be, and it's all the way back there. Now we'll put the filter back in, and then we'll put the second O-ring, and then we'll put the cover back on. Now we'll tighten these nuts little by little, going around. Make sure it's tight, no loose nuts there. Now we'll take off the engine oil cap. And now we'll use a funnel to put the new oil in. And remember, just in case if you spill the oil on the engine, just clean it right away. And by the way, it takes like 2.5 liters. This motorcycle, the 350 variant and the Bullet, take all of them, they take 2.5 liters of oil. Just once you're approximately 2 liters, start checking oil from on the side there. It should be between minimum and maximum lines. I try to keep mine at right at the max line. Put the oil cap back on and make sure it's clean before you do that. Yep. And I'll now go for a ride, and after coming back I will check the oil level once the bike is cold and at the level ground, and add some more if needed. Yeah, but before going on the ride though, I have to clean this mess up. Make sure to cap the one, the half liter I have. I'll just keep it on the side there, and check any used gallon. I have a cooking oil gallon, and I'm gonna put the used engine oil in that with the funnel, and then recycle it responsibly. And here I'm back, and now I'll start it up. There you go. That's a Dolphin silencer, by the way. And thanks for everyone for watching. Please share and subscribe, and ride safe everyone. See you in the next time.